Welcome back to Fairfax Junction, and just take a look at what we've got here. A full set of the new Hornby LNER West Riding Carriages. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Identical to the Coronation coaches, the only difference being the nameplates on the side. And of these, LNER did not run the beaver tail, but apart from that, identical to the Coronation classes in every way. The carriages, as you would expect, just superbly presented. Lights in each of the coaches, and they just really are absolutely beautiful. Packaging on them, as you would expect nowadays from Hornby, as always, is top notch. Just beautifully presented. RRP on these, £150 a pair. I was fortunate enough to get them for 135. So I paid from Trident Trains in Nantwich, and I paid £140 for this set. I was determined I was getting these as I missed out on the Coronation class last year. So as soon as I saw these on the website over Christmas, I thought, I'm getting these pre-ordered. Didn't expect them to arrive as quickly as we have. I was expecting, knowing Hornby, I was expecting to turn up summer, possibly even the autumn, but here they are. So what you really want to see is on the layout. So I'm going to get these unboxed. I'm going to click them together. I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm not sure how tricky that's going to be, and I don't want to make a mess on camera. So I'm going to get these all unboxed, click together on the line, and I'll be back with you. Okay guys, so here we are. The carriages are now all on the layout, all clicked together. It's very easy to do actually. I thought that would have been very tricky, but they did slot together extremely well. A few other little details we've added, which are optional. There is an end plate for this door here, it's obviously not being a through tender. So you've got some closed doors on there, and on the far end of the train, turn the camera around, because there's no beaver tail and it's the end of the train, you get a nice set of closed doors you can put on the back of the train there, and they say again the name of the train, West Riding. Other options, there are several different coupling options. I tried them first with just the standard pre-tensioned locks, but it did leave an awful gap between these coaches. So Hornby do supply an alternative which closes them up, just like so on the straight. But unfortunately, because the radius of my curves is quite wide, it doesn't foul on the curves. I did try one between the loco and the front carriage, but unfortunately that did foul up on the tender. So we've had to stick with the standard tension coupling there. But apart from that, gosh, I have to say, I know they're a lot of money. I know £540 is an awful lot of money, and I know I'm very fortunate to be able to just go out and buy these. As I said earlier, on a bit of a whim, really, but I could not resist. I missed out on the Coronation ones, so I was determined I was getting these. They just look, now they're unboxed and on the layout there, they are worth absolutely every penny. They really are. You can't even get over how much better the A4 itself looks in front of them. Even the loco looks better. So I know you want to see them running, so let's get them running. One other thing just to point out, in case you're not aware of this feature, at the moment there's no power to the track, but if we flick power to the track on, I hope you caught that on camera, and all the carriages are now lit. Just turn that back off. So there you are, the cat light's just gone out. So there is a slide delay. I think perhaps there's a stay alive in them, but there you go. All the carriages are lit. They all look absolutely fantastic. So I know what you want to see is the engine running, so I'm not going to delay. So that's it, folks. That is the new Hornby LNER West Riding Limited carriages. Just thought I'd show you quickly in the dark so you can see the full effect of the lights in the coaches. Taking power from the track, and as you can see, I'm not sure how clear this is on camera, it's not the best, but coaches C and D are first class, whereas the rest of the train is third class, but coaches C and D, like I say, are first class, and that's the reason why, as you can see, that's a much cleaner, brighter light, just as it would have been in real life, I guess. Third class, get the old-fashioned gas lighting, and first class, get a much more modern electric lighting. Like I say, true to life, how it would have been. I must admit, at first when I put them on, I thought, oh, tilt, something's wrong here, and then of course I realised why it was the way it was. Gave myself a little scare. Should read the info on the products a bit clearer, I guess, but there we go. Those are it, folks. No doubt there'll be plenty of other reviews of these online, far better than what I've done. I've no doubt Sam's Trains, if he hasn't already, will be doing one either on these or on the Coronation coaches. So there you are, folks, but hope you've enjoyed this little video. These carriages, they are absolutely wonderful. I admit they're expensive, but I understand, yeah, I've already said I'm very fortunate to be able to get these. And there we are, folks. Happy modelling, enjoy the vid. God bless. Thank you.